let's get back to more Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Merideth on Lone Star Community Radio.
Welcome back, everybody. That was my little man.
That's my man Jack.
I know. It's Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Meredith, and not to be confused with me just wanting to say Jen and Mary and Grit and Grace. I'm transposing everything this morning. I was so excited.
That's all right.
Yeah, we're here every Saturday morning, 8 to 10, just sharing about our lives, things going on in the community. And, of course, we want to hear from you. We are on social media, of course, on Facebook, Twitter. We've got our YouTube channel. Definitely want to subscribe there for when you can get the video because, yeah, you think hearing us is funny? Well, try watching this in action. It's a little cray-cray. Plus, I may do a bonus flutter.
Nose flutter.
No,
Yes.
flutter nostril.
Nostril flutter.
Nostril flutter nostril. What? We're going to keep it going.
Yeah.
But we got something exciting because I saw some great sweetness this weekend. And, of course, listeners, if you're just tuning in, you're like, what are you talking about, sweetness? We all know, hashtag share the sweetness. We all know that watching the news can be tough, right?
Yes.
And just hearing about the drama out there. So a lot of us are out there trying to say, there's sweet things going on, goodness going on, much like, the Montgomery County Food Bank, what they do. So we thought we would do our Share the Sweetness. Every week we bring you some stories that are just great going on in the community, people helping others, and throughout the U.S. So I'll take this first one if you don't mind because I'm a bit partial to it.
I kind of thought that.
You think that?
Yeah.
Okay, so really, again, share the sweetness, guys. A pit bull heroically saves her humans from carbon monoxide poisoning. So Ruby the pit bull is a hero, and it's an all-natural instinct. Her owners, Ronin Ando and Christopher Hall, had recently set up a propane heater in their Lakeview, New York home. And when Ruby started barking, her owners were confused, since she typically only barks when people are at the door. Well, after an hour and a half of barking, her owners finally realized they better go check out why. Sure enough, they went down. Ando went down and smelled the propane gas coming from the garage. Luckily, their good girl had picked up that scent and was trying to get their attention and warn them. She succeeded before carbon monoxide poisoning could set in. So they were able to get out and get it taken care of, thankfully. So kudos.
Very good.
Isn't that
Good
some
job,
sweetness? Ruby. I know, and of course I'm partial because I've got a pit bull.
Yes.
Mine's named Pumpkin, not to be confused with Pumpkin.
Right.
This is
She's
not
punk.
She's
Pumpkin.
She's my pumpkin, my punkalicious, my punkatone, my punka side. That last one doesn't stick all the time, but yeah, okay. Yeah, so share the
She's
sweetness.
a sweet, sweet girl.
She is. I love her.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Okay, well, this one is super local. Texas teen saves man at a movie theater with CPR. On a recent Saturday night, Corey Brennan was working his shift at the local Regal's Cinema Box office in Tomball, and that was until he realized a customer had stopped breathing while sitting with his family in the restaurant area of the theater. Luckily, Brennan knew CPR, and he immediately began to perform it on the man while his panicked family looked on. Eventually, the man started to breathe. Brennan, it turns out, had brought him back. Corey is looking into going into EMT and firefighting after he gets out of high school. He's currently a junior firefighter with the Tomball Fire Department and an athletic trainer for Tomball High School as well.
That is
great job, Corey.
I know. I was just really impressed to see that. And, of course, going into these stories, we don't always have something local that shows up, but this one indeed is. And it was just really cool to hear all this. And then right there in Tomball, right down the street. So good job, Corey. And that's what we call a little sweetness.
Sharing the sweetness.
Sharing the sweetness. Hashtag share the sweetness. Very similar to hashtag flutter nostrils, but probably will have a longer shelf life because we're not bringing the nostrils back every week.
Right.
But we bring the sweetness.
Every week.
Every week we bring the sweetness, and we want to hear from you. What kind of sweet stories do you want to share? And it doesn't have to be, a full liner. You could just say, hey, my mom did something nice for me today and actually made sure I got up on time. Or, for me, maybe from my perspective, maybe because I'm thinking about that with my husband. I was running late. My husband actually woke me up instead of playing video games. Oh, wait, that has not happened yet. By the way, this morning as I'm getting ready for the show, I'm walking into the kitchen to put out some coffee, a little freshie.
Yeah.
And I hear Brandon go, thank you. And I'm like, what the hell? And then I hear this video game say, that's what I thought. And I was like, what? Oh, no, he said, I'm sorry. He said, I'm sorry. And they're like, that's what I thought. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm talking to my fish. Remember that video game I told you that starts as a fish, turns into a person, apparently from some Sega 2000 game with the microphone. It's very random. Okay, very weird. I'm not making this up. I know. There are some other Sega 2000 Genesis or whatever y'all are out there. You know what I'm talking about? The fish people that turn into people with, or the fish that turn into people with attitudes. It's really annoying. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Anyway, so that again.
Go on with it, Brandon. Go on.
I know. I'm like, whatever. Go for it, honey. Oh yeah, because that's what he said last night. He's like, I'm already going to bed, and I was like, why? He's like, I got to get up early. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I gotta play my video games. You do that every day. I don't know why he wanted to. Yeah, but apparently now I know he likes being told what to do. I can make that happen too, Brandon. Don't you worry.
It'll be completely different with you.
I know, like that doesn't happen now. No, my husband's good to me. He puts
So the
up
next
with me.
time he says, thank you, say, that's what I thought.
I know, right? Or if you... I'm sorry. It's so funny. Anyway,
Yeah,
so...
that's what I thought you meant to say.
And literally, that's what the video game... That's what I thought. And I'm like, what in the world? Like, sassafras? No, thank you. But again, back to what we were talking about. It's some sweetness. So share the sweetness. Why don't you give them our handles again? Now that we're like doubling up on handles, now that we forgot about social media.
Right? Facebook and YouTube, we are at Grit and Grace Texas. Twitter, we are Grit and Grace Tex, TEX. They won't give us the A or the S.
Shiesty.
Our City TV on Suddenlink Channel 12. The Lone Star Internet Radio app. You can email us at gritandgracetexas@gmail.com.
That is right, guys. So we are not losing it. We're just having so much fun. And you can definitely connect with us and have fun with us every Saturday morning. Smartest thing, I think, is to go ahead and get that app. Go ahead and do it. That's the best way to get connected. You can listen to us 24/7 worldwide. You can go
anywhere. You can listen to us anywhere.
Go to Australia or New Zealand, yes? That was an Australian accent, yes?
Oh, yeah.
Dang it. I need to work on that. That's definitely not a hidden talent of mine. All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back because we got some dreamland we got to get to, too, okay? It's Good and Grace with Jennifer and Meredith, only on Lone Star Community Radio.